Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. I am starting off a new vlog and I am updating my snack little menu here. Kayla got me this a while ago, this cute little, I forget what it's called. There's a name for it. Whoever does this kind of stuff. She got this for me, I think on Etsy or something. But I just put a protein bar in here and I have some like fruit jerky stuff. And I just put it right here next to me on the side compartment. I am so excited for today. I'm gonna kick it off with co-working. I have a little time, that's why I'm not driving. And as you know, we are out of a tripod. So that's very exciting. But I have a little bit of time. I'm gonna go to the bagel shop, Schwartz's, and get myself a little bagel treat. Last night, something funky happened with my tummy. So we're gonna experiment and hope for the best. And then we're going to go co-work with Jenny and Ellen. And after that, I have a client meeting at a coffee shop downtown. Then I have a client meeting on Zoom later. And I have a client meeting at their location at 6 p.m. So it's going to be quite a busy day. I'm a little stressy about it, not going to lie, just because it's like such a long day. And I'm definitely feeling a little fatigued. I have PMS right now, so I'm just going to push through. It is a very Monday, but the rest of the week should be relatively chill. So just got to push through this hump and get over it. But yeah, I am just going to head down. I brought my book too. I am now officially starting, Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Again, a guy, not a girl. Didn't realize that. So I am going to attempt to read 50 exact pages, which should not be hard. So I'm hoping to read that maybe before co-working. And then there's probably going to be a little bit of a lull at the lunch hour in between co-working and my first meeting. And then maybe I can keep reading. It's very ambitious, so we may only get through the first 50, but either way, that is the plan for the day. And I'm going to try to just have a fun time. I'm feeling like okay right now. I feel like I'm dehydrated. So we will hydrate, enjoy our bagel, and hope for the best. Okay, I also had to show you my little outfit for the day. It's those checkered shorts, and then I got this new like vest top. You can't really see it because I'm pudgy and I'm in the car, but it's a very cute, like more fitted vest top, and I think it looks really cute with the little shorties. I am tempted to buy these shorts. They're only like 50 bucks on Nuuly on a discount, so I may have to. All right, friends, happy Tuesday. I'm headed off for a little movie date midday. I had a meeting with my podiatrist this morning. One of my orthotics is kind of creating like little like blisters, and it's not ideal. So we're gonna monitor that over time. And if it doesn't get better, we might have to send it back. But it's okay, so we're doing that. I brought my big bag so I can sneak some little treats into the theater. Also, there's an Annabelle popcorn container at Cinemark that's coming out in a few days, and I am fully gagged. I may have to get that at some point. But we're gonna go meet up with Emily and have a nice little Freakier Friday date. I am so excited. I did not have a chance to watch even the trailer of the old movie. So I'm hoping I remember like half of what's going on. But it should be very exciting. We're gonna have a little girls' date, and I'm gonna have a little break on my Tuesday. I had a client call before this, and it just got things tightened up, and now it is time for a movie. So I'm gonna give myself permission to take a beat, and I feel very chapped in my lips, but take a beat, have some time to just relax. Should be fun. We've got busy days, guys, but we're getting through it. So I am almost done with the client's calendar, and I'm going to finish prepping that when I get home. And we have a really good chickpea recipe for dinner that I will show you. Oh my God, throwback. Hello friends, we are going to cook our din din and hope for the best. We're going to make a chili lime chickpea salad. So we have to get the chickpeas ready first. They're going to go in an oven for about 20 minutes at 425. And then we build the salad and the homemade dressing. I'm excited to give it a whirl. Hopefully it'll be yummy, scrumptious. So we're going to put this out. It's going to be roasting away, and we're going to put cumin, chili powder, and olive oil on the chickpeas, and then I will build the salad. I'm going to get everything out of the fridge first now. These are ready for the oven. My dad gave me his cherry tomatoes from home, which I'm so excited to use. So we're going to use those. So I'm going to try this baby red butter lettuce and baby arugula for the base. And then I got these organic cucumbers, and I think each of us will get one. We'll just chop them up. I guess there was supposed to be corn. I goofed. I did not get any corn. So I'm not sure where I went wrong there. You guys, the movie was so freaking good. Highly recommend if you are wanting to see Freakier Friday. I will not spoil it for you, but there's a very exciting guest appearance that I was not expecting. Gaggy. So you'll have to let me know what you think if you haven't seen it already. Once you do. So good. I was just simply beside myself. Got to jam out to the band and just relive my childhood. It was lovely. You know, cheesy, but it was great as per usual. Very like modern. So absolutely loved it. The chickpeas will go on top along with the dressing. I will see you guys as soon as I make the dressing. I'm not sure if that's all of the toppings either. So I will update you in a hot second. Okay, I just mixed up the little sauce here. I had to put my tried and true Dijon mustard in it and a little bit of maple syrup and a little more honey. It said 2 teaspoons and to the ratio of 1/4 tahini. And I don't know. Tahini with fresh lime and salt is very like an assault on your taste buds. You really need to balance it, like cut it with the sweet. Maybe I'm just like not a straight tahini person, but that just didn't work for me. So I added my Dijon mustard and my maple syrup, my trusty ingredients that I combined with tahini, but the lime juice still adds a nice little kick there. These are the gorgeous bowls we have assembled. Stunning. And the chickpeas only have about 8 minutes left to go. So I'm gonna flip them, put all this away, and I will tell you how it is. Okay, this is the presentation. Now for the true result, the taste test. Well, good morning and happy Thursday, friends. Today is the day I do my metabolic testing or metabolism testing. I'm not quite sure what it's called, but it's with my dietitian, and we're gonna see how fast your girl metabolizes stuff. It's like a breathing test. It's really interesting. And they want you like rested. I also have to piss so bad because she told me to drink at least 20 ounces of water, which I think I've done like almost 40. Yeah, I just have a little bit left. So I'm gonna have to rush to the restroom real quick. But I check in here in about 5 minutes, and then I think I go to my appointment. I'm not quite sure. So we will see what happens. Oh my God, I have to pee so effing bad. I could like almost pee myself. I need to like think of something else. Anyway, it's like a breathing test. So they put this like tubing, and I guess the gas that you release through your breath measures your metabolic rate. It's very interesting. So I will of course take you along, tell you the tea after. And then later today I have a client photo shoot. And that's it. So it's gonna be a very good day, hopefully very productive. I hope I can get things done. Yesterday was very lovely, but it was just very slammed and I had very little time to work. And that's just like how it is. I know like we have to get meetings done also, and that's also work, but it just makes me feel very like unproductive when I'm not like actually in the trenches getting the work done, which is a mental block on my own. I know I need to like deal with that. We just relaxed last night, caught up on some videos, just had a very low-key night. So it was lovely. And now we start our morning again. Someone was doing landscaping at 7:30 in the morning. That was a journess, if you will. Also, my car apparently is claiming that my right front tire pressure is low, but on the sensor, the number isn't low, which I've had this happen like at least 2 other times. Usually it's when it's like winter and it gets colder, but I guess like something could have like tripped the sensor or something. So I might run over to, is it Les Schwab or whatever? They'll like check them for free. So I might do that on my way home too. It's just like literally down the road. So I'm gonna pop out and check my tire now. Make sure there's no like nail in it or anything. And then we're gonna get the show on the road. Well, hello friends, I haven't vlogged in a hot minuto since this morning. It was a great client shoot after I had my little metabolic testing. We got so much done. It was like 85 degrees. I was literally about to pass out by the end of it. We went all around town. We walked around town getting shots that we needed. I was a model for a couple of them with Jared. My photographer was a model and her husband got the shots. It was crazy town. And it was very productive. So I can't wait to see the shots. It's just crazy. Like even for like 4 or 5 good shots, how long photo shoots take. And all of that sort of thing. So anyway, super crazy. I'm gonna get undone for the night, but I wanted to tell you the metabolic testing went great. It was like super easy in my opinion. Basically your nose is plugged and then you breathe into this like tube, and it has like tubing that goes into the machine, and you can actually see it. You can see the like estimation or whatever like on the screen. So maybe like don't look at the screen. I was just very nosy and I wanted to know. But my test results came back great. I'm actually skewing a little faster on my metabolism than normal, or like average for my age and like my height and weight and everything and my sex. So that's exciting news. That means that there's nothing wrong with me, nothing's broken, and I'm really happy I had it done. So it's like this little machine, and I think it measures like the gas that comes out through your mouth when you're breathing, and then it can determine like your average amount of calories burned per day based on like your exercise, like based on an average moderate 30-minute exercise, based on lifestyle and just like activity during the day, throughout the day, and then also like when you're at rest. So, and then an overall number, and then on the side it tells you like your like prime caloric intake based on like maintaining, like losing, cutting, or what was it? Gaining or whatever it is. And then there's like a unhealthy category that's like medical supervision, which would be like way lower than your normal, and she just like X'd it out and she was like, we don't do that here. And so it's really fascinating to see my numbers, and I guess that's why you would count calories and like get the testing done for your body, because you don't necessarily know what you are doing. So it's a cool concept to know. So I will definitely be discussing things with her, coming up with a plan. I'm not going to share specifics on here because I know it's triggering for some people, but it was just very interesting. And it's nice to know, like, to me, that's like a positive thing. She was like, you're taking it really positively. Like most people would hope for a slow metabolism on the test result, because then they'd be like, oh, like something's wrong with me. And it's not like just what I'm eating or whatever. And for me, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I know that I'm like healthy, or that like nothing's wrong. And she's like, I just love how positive you are. She's like, you're just like one of my favorite patients. So it's always fun like hanging out with her, and I didn't know that she was the one doing the test. I thought it was like a nurse or something, but she did the test, and it was very, very fun. I felt very, very relaxed. I just read a book before, and it was hard getting the 20 ounces of water. Let me tell you, I had to piss multiple times, but it was clear. And it set me up for success on my hot day of shooting around town. But yeah, it was definitely like a little bit of an ordeal, but it was fine. The test itself is like 10 minutes. It goes by so fast. I swear it felt like 3. And it also shows you the time, like on the machine. But yeah, I'm done with it. I'm happy about it. I got on a wait list for her because she is just popular, Miss Gal. So she cannot see me until October. But I got on a list. I think that's a good timing anyway. Like, let's just like practice these things. I want to get back into my exercise regimen since post-COVID. And I really like want to get back into my shit. So it'll give me some time to do that. But it went great. I highly recommend if your insurance will cover that kind of thing. I just did it through my dietitian, so I don't know if like you have to ask who has that or like ask your doctor, but it was a tool at my disposal, so I went ahead and used it. I will be surprised to see the medical bill. I'm not quite sure how much it's going to cost, but she says insurance covers it. So yeah, very interesting to get that info. I have been reading a lot in my book, by the way. I'm on to page 180 something of 340. So I am actually ahead of schedule of where I wanted to be. So yay me, pat on the back. Insert like applause track here. But I am going to be finishing that up in the next couple days, and I will be sure to let you know my thoughts. I am hooked, you guys. I am actually obsessed with a sci-fi novel for like the first time in my life, maybe like the second time, but it might be a thing for me. I'm not gonna lie. I think I went in hot and heavy judging it, and I need to give it a fair shot. So that's what we will be doing. But I'm gonna get all of this off and just relax, have some time to chill, read a bit more, and just decompress. It was kind of a stressful day on the work front, but you know, nothing can ever be perfecto. But I'm very excited for tomorrow. Nicole and I are gonna have a little co-working day, and I'm going to live, laugh, love. I have one client session at 10:30, and then the rest of the day, Nicole and I are gonna walk, or we're going to co-work, hang out, be productive type of way. I have 2 content calendars I can work on, so I'm going to try to bust both out tomorrow. They're both pretty easy clients, so I'm very happy about that. And that's really what's left of my to-do list. I'm kind of like fielding emails and trying to like stay on top of everything, but luckily not too terrible. And then this weekend is going to be very low-key. We have plans to finally catch up with Kyle and Caitlin, our dear friends, and their son Cooper at the lake. We always do like our little Capitol Lake walks now, and we have been missing them so much. Summer is just hectic, and so we haven't been able to get together, but we're doing the Capitol Lake, and then we're going to see my parents for dinner. And the next day, I'm just gonna probably have like a low-key day, cleaning, talking with Maya, and just having some fun. So it's gonna be very lovely. This is the Sugar Rush flight.
Was white coffee, I think.
Was it peach?
It's a little strawberry.
I can't really tell. It tastes like strawberry milk.
Fruit and cream for sure.
Yeah. Oh, the s'mores is a dirty soda. I'm glad they're incorporating that because I love me a dirty soda, obviously.
You gotta eat the 10 gram.
Wait. Oh no, he died. Oh, mine's soggy. Girl. It's pretty good. Holy fuck. It's really good.
Not mad at that.
Period. Banana Foster, ooh girl. I was really excited for this one. This is like my most excited. Whoa.
That is pretty good. It does
It's
kind of
a
remind me of
banana
the banana bread latte from that one place.
So sorry, that is so strong. It's a whipped espresso. Okay, panna cotta. Italian soda. This can't be bad, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Very classic, like light.
I think I like this one best.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my least favorite. I love that.
Oh.
You're like, damn.
Oh well.
What are your faves, like from 1 to 4? So that's first.
I don't know. I think these are tied. They're both very good.
They're very good.
And then this one just kind of generic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hard. Like, I like this one, but it's a little too rich for me.
Yeah.
So I would do 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about it. That one to me is very plain. And it's like, it's not giving peach to me. But also I love these like little unique weird things. I still don't understand this one. It's really throwing me off. I also don't taste banana. It tastes like a kettle corn. But also I've had kettle corn in the Two Sisters plate.
Yeah.
It's just very similar. I don't know. That fucking dirty soda though. Holy shit.
Okay.
Wow. That's crazy, my guy. Can I see? Wow. Okay. I just finished page 342. So we have officially read Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. I love it. It was so good. I just sat here and read 75 pages because I could not stop. I read that in about an hour, actually. I plowed through it. Some of the pages, like you'll see the dialogue is really short, so you just like breeze through them. Oh my god. It is so freaking good. I am obsessed. It's my fave. I guess I'm a sci-fi girly now. One did not expect that, one did not know. But now I move on to my nonfiction. I'm gonna start it tomorrow. This was so good. It's so hard to explain without giving it away. But like I read to you in the little synopsis on the back, there's a kidnapper. Kind of crazy when you figure out who the kidnapper is, towards like the end of the book. And it's basically like, I can't even like really tell you what it is. It's basically like a science-y situation where like there's different versions of your life that you could potentially be in. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't want to like bust the concept or like really give it away. But it does have a happy ending, I will say that. It's a lot to follow. There's a lot of different characters and like sequences and everything at play. It literally has you on the edge of your seat the entire time. Like, it is so freaking good. So I highly recommend it. I'm obsessed. And I hope that you guys read it because it truly was so gripping, so well written, so interesting, so good. I have no words, but I like can't explain it without like giving the plot away, so I won't. But it's really, really good. It like made me think, which I think is like the point of the book. It made me think about like, you know, if I had taken a different path in my life, like even slightly different, like how would it look right now? Like, and I think about that all the time, like being the product of adoption, of like a teen mom, like what would happen had I gotten pregnant, you know, when I was younger or whatever, and like what would happen if I had gotten a 9-to-5 and didn't do my business. Like I have those thoughts anyway, but it was like really present in my mind. I think it is like a good like sentimental moment too of like being grateful for your life. It made me think about like what would happen if I ever lost Jared, and it's like really about like the love story with his wife throughout the whole book, and like how he isn't with her in like some other lifetimes or different like parallel whatever the fuck, and how he is with her, but maybe like he cheats on her. Like you never know what your life could be like if you took like one wrong turn or anything, or like if cancer took her or whatever, and like just being grateful like in the moment for like what you have. It's just a really powerful book. So it might be like cutesy little sci-fi, but it also has like a very sentimental like purpose to the book, and I think that's probably why I also really liked it. I don't know if I would like all sci-fi. I'm not really into like it's more believable than like crazy monsters or something. So I like that it's still like, it's definitely not reality, but like grounded in like human bodies and not so much like the weird fairy lifestyle or whatever. It's definitely more like real. But yeah, it was pretty impactful and pretty crazy. So highly recommend. We are going to move on to pleasure activism. I'm going to read that one first. And then we will have to read another fiction read. So more to come. Good morning and happy Sunday. Oh my god, I almost said Saturday. It's not Saturday. We had a lovely Saturday, as you saw. We went and walked the lake. We caught up with Kyle and Caitlin, saw Kyle's parents and their sweet Cooper boy and their little dog. It was so fun. And then we went our separate ways. Jared and I tried Frenchie's on 4th, which is actually really good. I had a bit of like a tummy ache after, but I think it was because, you know, all the things, all the amalgamation of things, the heat, my period, everything. It wasn't like the food. It was just, I was having a rough patch, but it didn't continue throughout the day. So I don't think it was like the food. But it was really yummy. Great service. Met the owner. We'd go back there again, 100%. So we did that. And then Jared went to Fleet Feet, which is our local like running, walking shoe store. Got some shoes for his Spartan race, which is very exciting to say. And that's only in like a few weeks. So preparing for that. And then we're gonna have to figure out like what hotel we want to stay in, where we want to stay. It's basically like right outside of Monroe, and that's not really like a city. It's like a small town. So TBD on that. We might like drive into Bellevue or Seattle. We will have to see. But yeah, it should be a very, very fun day. And then we went to my parents' house and my mom cut up some nectarines with some ice cream, as you saw, and we did salmon burgers. And we watched Practical Magic, gearing up for our trip in a couple weeks here. We're going to go to Coopville, the town where it was filmed. And so had to show them the Practical Magic lifestyle. And that was it. We had a lovely Saturday. So now it's Sunday and it's time to be productive. I actually did get some client work done yesterday. I wanted to work ahead. So I'm going to keep that up. I have a web design that I'm very, very excited to start for a local orchestra. So I'm going to play around with that. I'm going to chat with Maya in a few hours. So on the agenda is grocery shopping, cleaning the house or the apartment. So come along with me. I'll do a little montage as per usual. But we have planned out the meals. I actually planned them out on like Friday. I was like really, really early getting things done. So it feels so good to just like know what I'm cooking. I compared like the weather too to try to like plan things out. That's what I've been doing. It's like kind of hard to avoid it because like you do have to roast the chickpeas or you do have to cook the pasta. But just like as much as we can avoid using the oven and the stove. So luckily it's cooling off a little bit this week, and we have some takeout plans and all of that. So anyway, come along with me. We're gonna be very productive. I should probably do my cleaning list also for when I get home. I did a load of laundry right now, so we're gonna wash our sheets. It just sucks to like do that on a 91-degree day. But unfortunately, like the weekend's all we have, and it was a scorcher yesterday, so taking what I can get. Also, at some point, we need to clean everything up here. I will take you through the local car wash, and I'll show you all about that. Yeah, it just needs a little bit of a wash at some point. It's not too bad, but, you know. Okay, we've got our grocery haul for the week. This is a new, well, it's not new, but it's a new chain to us locally, close to where we do our grocery shopping. Avenue Espresso is so good. I get half sweet, decaf, or caffeinated, whatever I want. Irish cream breve. Oh, you know, just really add some cream to coffee. Nothing better. So for our haul, I went to Safeway and Trader Joe's. So for fruit, I loaded up on these bad boys, probably like kind of the last good strawberries of summer. So want to get those as they last. And then I think these are the ones that we had before. Epicurium citrus. I don't know what that means, but I think that's what we had. We had this classic harvest. Peak of the season, South African bespoke citrus. That one was really good. We'll see how these are. I'm actually not quite sure now that I look at this, but we will have to see. But that is what I picked up for fruit. And then I want to make overnight oats with my regular milk. I wasn't a big fan of the almond milk. Jared is a big almond milk guy, so he will use his. And then obviously got to stock up on brown rice when they have it. For my snackaroonies this week, I really wanted cheese and crackers, and these crackers are so good. A client of mine had these and shared some with me. She's such a mom. I love her. And so I'm gonna get those for ourselves. And then the plantain crisps, I hadn't seen those before. So hopefully those will be good with like some hummus or something. And then got some yogurts for Jared. For my salads, I really like different toppings. So for like granolas in the morning, I'm gonna do the coconut flakes and this Purely Elizabeth vanilla and almond butter from Safeway. And then for my salads, I like a variety of like little nuts and seeds. So pumpkin seeds, super yummy, as well as sunflower seeds, just to add to like our little collection. And then sumi, I do like some croutons. So these aren't like too bad in carbs or anything, but these for a little crunch to help me stomach my salads. Also got some goldfish, tried and true, obviously. And then we're gonna go with these two mixes this week. It's baby red butter lettuce and baby arugula, as well as like a multi-green herb salad mix. Got some cucumbers, some green onions, cherry tomatoes in the vine, some grilled chili lime chicken breast for Jared. We were out of peanut butter, so I got that. Got some tofurkey. These are like my favorites, other than the field roast brand. If I can't get that, I'm getting the tofurkey brand. And then we're gonna do easy peanut noodles. So we're gonna do a stir fry rice noodle. Then I got a sourdough for our English breakfast at home, and a regular, our favorite tried and true sandwich bread. And then I did succumb to the trend, my guys. I got the baby cooler totes from Trader Joe's. This is the most adorable thing you've ever seen. It's actually quite a good amount of space for like a lunchbox moment. So that's what it looks like. It's like a miniature version of their coolers, and it is insulated. So it's great for like a picnic or even like taking lunch to work. So I figured I'd get a couple, so in case I'm ever like, you know, running around and I do have access to a fridge or something, might be nice to have those. And then I just got some other essentials, refried beans, maple syrup. We were out of those things. I think garlic powder too. So successful haul this week. We are good and stocked up. All right, friends, I'm gonna make my overnight oats for tomorrow, and I wanted to show you how I do it. I prefer like a shallow Pyrex. You don't have to do it in that, obviously, but it ensures like everything kind of gets coated. So you just do like a heaping amount of oats. And then I like to put a little bit of chia seeds in there. Chia seeds, I believe, is what makes it I feel like I put too much in there. But chia seeds is what makes it like the pudding texture that like overnight oats has. Kind of the classic texture. I definitely put a little too much in there. And I put in, I don't know, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. You don't really need that much. My peanut butter was just opened, so it's nice and smooth. I keep mine in the fridge. I know you probably don't have to, but mine gets a little like hard and clumpy, but this one's gonna be easier to mix a little bit. It's almost like I'm making oat balls. So I just make sure that the peanut butter gets like evenly distributed and kind of like goes in with the stuff here. And then once I do that, I add some honey just to kind of give it some sweetness. And then I think I also wait. I do one little coating and then I wait till the morning. And that's when I'll add fresh strawberries and a little bit more honey if I feel like I need it. And I want the milk to cover the oats. Sometimes you can do too much and too little. It's kind of a science. So you'll see now it's kind of just like all getting globby in there. And that's literally it. I put it overnight and then I put in more honey if I need it in the morning. But that will kind of, the chia seeds will soak up the milk and make it more of like a pudding instead of wet slop right now. But it literally took me, what, 3 minutes to make that? And that's my breakfast on the go tomorrow because I have an early morning meeting. But I hope you enjoyed that. I wanted to show you guys before I headed off to bed, but thank you for coming along this week. It was very fun. I feel like I really enjoyed the vlog this week, and I enjoyed chatting about books and all of that. Pleasure activism, by the way, is not what I thought it was at all, but I'm excited to learn, and I think it'll be good. So anyway, more to come. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in 1 week. Bye.